With carving, the edges of your skis cut into the snow and take you round the curve as if on rails. To make sure you don't slip-slide across the snow as you do when parallel turning, with carving you angle your skis more. The sharper the angle, the better you'll cut into the snow, and the less likely you'll be to slip sideways. Exercises. On the right terrain, the following exercises will bring you your first successes very quickly. 1. In the first exercise, stand at an angle to the slope and practice edging the ski into the snow. To do this, point your knees towards the mountain. 2. For the second exercise, find yourself a very flat and broad piste. To edge the skis, move your knees towards the inside of the curve you want. With the upper body, you rotate lightly in the opposite direction. 3. The third exercise can be done on a slightly steeper but still flat slope. Start with a normal angled descent, during which you're pushing your knees towards the mountain like you did in the first exercise. And the tapered shape of your carving skis steers the tips of your skis uphill until you come to a stop. Before the next start, turn the ski tips slightly further downwards in the direction of the valley. Repeat this until you finally start off in the fall line, i.e. until the tips of your skis point entirely in the direction of the valley when you start. Make sure that you edge both skis with equal pressure. That means pushing both skis towards the mountain. From the furrows left behind by your skis, you'll be able to tell whether you've been slipping or carving. With the last preliminary exercise, you've passed the very important second part of the carving movement. Now, let's take another look at the carving movement in its entirety. To take pressure off the ski, you move your upper body forwards and upwards. At the highest point of the upward movement, the pressure leaves the skis, so that's the best point to change edges. This is followed by a slow downward movement, where you concentrate on pushing both knees uniformly towards the inside of the curve. Okay, let's sum it all up again. Move your upper body forwards and upwards. At the highest point, change the ski edges, then the downward movement, and push your knees uniformly towards the inside of the curve. The best place to practice your first carving movement is a broad and very flat piste. Later, you can play with steepness, speed, and radius. The Bergflex Ski Academy wishes you lots of fun and success.
Hallo Bergflex Carving Clips. In diesem Video zeigen wir dir Übungen, mit denen du deine Carving-Technik verbessern kannst. Voraussetzung ist aber, dass du alle Übungen und Schwungvariationen aus Teil 1 beherrschst. Drückst du deine Hüfte mit der Außenhand zur Kurveninnenseite. Die Innenhand zeigt zur Kurvenaußenseite. So kommst du zu einer ausgeglichenen und stabilen Körperposition. Bei der zweiten Übung drückst du mit der Hand den Oberschenkel zur Kurveninnenseite, bis deine Unterschenkel parallel sind. So kanten deine Ski gleich stark auf und bleiben parallel. Verlagerst du dein Gewicht abwechselnd nach vorne und hinten. Ziel ist es, eine leichte Pendelbewegung in einen Carving Turn einzubauen.
Today I'm going to give you guys a cool drill that will help with the timing of your pole plant in your short turns.
is it's almost like they're trying to ski and match their pole plant rather than matching their pole plant to their skiing. Come on with me for a little bit of a slide and I'll show you what I mean. Well, you know, the speed and your turn shape, it's really going to dictate where your pole plant happens, but a lot of people think the pole plant's the first thing you do in a turn. I like to think that it's the last thing I do. So as I move through the turn, I like to think that my pole also moves through the turn, and it's sort of a coordinated.
Let's just remember the timing of the turn and the pole plant is at the finish of the turn and at the beginning of the next turn. So you're releasing one turn, planting, beginning the next. This is key in your timing.
I was doing a couple things up on the hill where I was loading up the ski, maxing it out, so I was actually getting airborne at the end of the turn.
People ski. People that don't move well, they're good skiers. They ski down most anything. They tend to sit over their skis and they just move back and forth from edge to edge. And then you see a good skier come down the hill. Someone like Bodie, you'll actually see him incorporate a pole plant and actually extend up out of the turn, align themselves for the best power and balance on the edge again, and then actually sink into angulated positions and build edge angle through a turn. Promotes in your skiing. Timing being the pole plant times the end of one turn, the beginning of the next, to bring rhythm and flow into your skiing. And the second, the movement that the pole plant should promote is the actual extension and realignment of the body onto the new ski to start the next turn.
When you're ripping around on the groomer trail,
스타트나고 옆으로 가는 게 뭐 잡을 수가 없다 그래서 아마 그래도 우리
지나가라 그래. 지나가라.